Okay, what do we got going on here? Well, I'm going to try to dissolve 2.5 grams of zinc, and I've got 125 milliliters of 0.5 molarity nitric acid, and I want to know how many liters at STP of the hydrogen I am going to make. So here's my real world unit. Down here is my have, my used, and my leftover. So I'm going to get from grams down to moles by using zinc's mass, which is 65.4. So I end up with 0.0382 moles for that guy. Again, all of these are always moles. But now I've got molarities and milliliters. Ooh, we learned this before. Milliliters to liters is 3. So this is going to be 0.125 liters. And I come down this way. Remember that molarity is equal to moles per liter. I've got the molarity and I've got the liters, so I need to know what the moles are. So I'm going to multiply those two guys together. And so I'm going to end up with a 0.0625 moles that I have. Which one of these is going to be the one I'm going to run out of first? Well, I'm feeling this guy this time. I'm going to try to use up all 0.0625 of this to be left with none, and I'm going to assume that this guy is my limiting reagent. How'd I do? Well, let's see. I want to go here from a 2 down to a 1 here, so I'm going to cut this guy by a half, and when I do, I end up with 0.03125. Yep, I chose wisely. So 0.0382 minus 0.03125. I am left over with 0.00695 moles here, which is a real number and not a negative imaginary number there. Now I don't care about how much I have or really how much is left over, unless of course they ask me about that. But in this problem, they don't. And so I want to go over here now to the hydrogen, and the hydrogen is a 1 over here. So if I'm going to start here, then I'm going to go this way by a half, from a 2 down to a 1. Or if I'm going to start here, I'm going to come over and it's going to be the same number because it's a 1 and a 1 that's there. Either way, I should end up with 0.03125 moles that are there. Now I got to get back into the real world. Oh, easy, because they told me it was at STP. And what did we learn before about STP? It was 22.4 liters was the same thing as a mole. So all I got to do is multiply those two bad boys together. And when I do, I should end up with right in the neighborhood of 0.70 liters.